If you have any humility at all, you've probably suffered from this imposter syndrome. I have. I mean, 30 years since I got into consulting and 25 years since I started my own consulting business. Sometimes you get that little niggle that you feel like a bit of a fraud. What do I mean by that? I'll explain, coming right up. So let's talk about imposter syndrome a bit. And unless you're really arrogant, you've probably suffered from it a little bit over the years, even if you're new to consulting or you've been doing it for donkey's ears like I have. I just want to say it's a perfectly natural thing. I have to say, I don't suffer from it so much now because I've been doing it for so long. But it is perfectly natural, and it stems from a feeling of getting into client assignments and sort of sensing, oh, I'm not really sure I know the answer to this, or oh, do I have any direct experience of this? And that's going to make you feel like a little bit of a fraud or an imposter. First of all, you shouldn't be getting into projects like that if you don't have the experience and the skills to do it all. But the key point I want to make here is that you can't possibly know it all. So I work in the field of supply chain and logistics. Am I an expert in every single element of supply chain and logistics? No. I specialize in certain areas. So, that's one thing that you definitely want to be doing if you've been consulting for a while or you're starting to get into it. Really niche down and be the expert in your particular field of expertise. Just to kind of illustrate that, I recently had some minor surgery about a month ago, and I was talking to the surgeon, before the surgery, not right before. This was a couple of weeks before. And I said, oh, look, when you're fixing problem A, there's another sort of associated problem kind of right next to it. Could you fix that while you're there? And he went, no, I'm this type of surgeon. That requires that type of surgeon. I said, oh, okay. So it's a bit like plumbers and electricians, right? And he said, yeah, exactly. To the layman, to me, it was a very similar type of surgery, but no, he does just that. What I needed to fix the other problem was someone who does just that. And to a degree, consulting is like that. You can be a specialist in a very niche area. So, get used to the fact that you can't possibly know it all. And if the client sort of says, can you also do this? Say, look, that's not something that we do. Maybe I can introduce you to someone who can help with that, and so on. The other key thing, and something I learned very early on in my own business, so I've been running my consulting business for 25 years or so, is that you've got to start building a team around you. So I said, look, I'm not a specialist in every aspect of supply chain and logistics, which is the sector I work in, but I have experts in every aspect amongst my team. So I have quite a large team now. So I've got experts in procurement and outsourcing and warehousing and transport and all of those things. I'm not necessarily an expert in all of those things. So depending on your particular niche and the market you're servicing, you've got to start recruiting people who complement your skill sets so that you can provide that comprehensive service to your clients. The clients don't expect you as the business owner to necessarily be the expert in everything, but your team should be. So grow your team appropriately. And the other thing I would say, which I have adhered to, I would have to say, all through my working life, and that is continual learning, continual self-improvement. I am always enrolled in some sort of learning coaching program or studying something. You've got to keep up to speed in your industry, in business generally. You cannot just sit back on your laurels and be doing the same old thing year in, year out, and expect to deliver the same level of service, to your customers. They expect you to know what's going on, and to a degree to know a lot more about certain things than they do. So it's incumbent on you to be continually learning. And it's not always about technical topics. I spend a lot of time studying broader business topics as well. So there we go, imposter syndrome. We all feel it now and again. It's quite a natural thing. Make sure that you're operating within your lane. I was trying to think of the term there. Build a good team around you to fill any skills gaps that you've got, so that as a business, you are providing the full skill sets that your client's looking for. So have you ever suffered from that sort of niggle? thinking that maybe you're a bit of an imposter at this, no matter how long that you've been doing that? Does it concern you if you're starting out in consulting? Do comment down below. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. See you next time. Bye for now.